Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Excuse my skin, I actually put some cream on right now. My skin's just been really irritated and red right here. I had a dry patch right here which is healing up, so oh Lord. So today is going to be kind of, I feel like it's going to be a smidgen, I'm trying not to be emotional, but it's going to also be very liberating for me. So if you have been on my channel for quite some time, you do know that I shared a very personal thing. My mother passed away 5 years ago when I'm posting this. I have been not so good mentally. Today I feel a little bit better, so I wanted to do this video because I feel like this is going to be kind of like a healing thing for myself, and I wanted to share it with my subscribers that have been on my channel since then, and of course my new subscribers now. So because it's very personal, it's a very, very hard thing to deal with, having to lose a parent so soon. Alright, so while cleaning my closet, I forgot that I had this. I know I had it, but I forgot I had put it in my closet. And it kind of made me think, you know what, I need to stop holding on to things that are just, I mean, I'm going to still hold on to this just because it's a nice memory to have, but I found my mom's makeup box that she had, and actually I used this makeup box when she was sick in the hospital. It was around 2016. She was sick. Well, if you don't know, my mom was diagnosed with lymphoma in, I want to say early August, I can't remember really, in 2016. The lymphoma was a rare form and very aggressive, so it actually was quite fast that it just was where it was, how aggressive it was unfortunately uncurable. So it was a, I can't remember what type of lymphoma it was, but where it was, it started in the right breast, because my mom was actually, she recovered from breast cancer. She had a lumpectomy with that. She had early stages of breast cancer. She had cancerous cells in her uterus, so she had a hysterectomy before that. And then the lymphoma just kind of came out of nowhere. I remember my dad telling me she was on Walmart and she became very, very confused, kind of erratic, so she couldn't remember what she was there for, so he knew something was wrong. He took her to the hospital. I rushed from Denver over to see her, and she was very erratic, not herself. Personality was a little strange, so something was definitely wrong. They found, I think, I'm trying to remember, 4 almond-sized masses in her brain. Now, when they did more scans and stuff, it started from here in the right breast, traveled up the neck, and exploded in the brain. It was more or less like the cancer was just kind of in areas, I can't remember correctly about all this because I tend to block some things out, but it was almond-sized masses. Now, she went through radiation on her head. She went through chemotherapy. And of course, when I visited her, it was around my birthdays when usually I take a vacation, a week-long vacation. It was here in Albuquerque in Rio Rancho that she was at a physical therapy place to help her gain her motor functions, because she kind of couldn't really do things on her own. She needed help going to the restroom. She needed help bathing. She needed help I even still have some of the drawings, well, the coloring pages that she did, because they tried to get her back to coordination with coloring. And you could see that it was all over the place. Her writing was very, very bad. She just couldn't function anymore. And I remember she was swollen in the face, and she wanted me to do her makeup, which I was more than happy to do because it would make her feel good. So she had her makeup box with her. I'm going to open it, and oh my god, opening this, I cried, I tell you. It's the first time I opened it in about, I want to say 5 years, so it's been very emotional. It still has, I'm sorry, it still has her hair in her brush. Excuse me. I'm trying to keep it together because I'm like, this is for her, and I wanted to create this video for her and for myself, of course, to get past this point in my life. It's been 5 years, so it feels fresh still. It really does. Her anniversary, when I post this, is today, the 14th of March, because I wanted to do this on her anniversary, and I'm spending the day with my older sister, which is going to be really nice because we need each other. You know, my other sister is in El Paso. So if you don't know my family, I am the middle child. So my older sister is 41, I am 38, and my younger sister will be, or she's 35. So she will be 36 this year, and my older sister will be 42, and I'll be 39. So we're getting older, but we still are very, very close. My older sister has kids, and she lives here in Albuquerque with me, which has been a godsend because we've been there for each other through thick and thin. I've helped her through, I was there for her divorce, and of course, anything she needed. She has 2 daughters, my older niece, who is now 21, and then my younger niece, who just turned 13. And then, of course, I have kids. I have my daughter, who's 14, and my son, which you've seen on the channel. He's going to be turning 10. So my daughter will be 14 in May, and my son will be 10 in April. So, and of course, my dad has been remarried, so I'm so happy that he's traveling the world. He actually has been traveling quite a bit. He's going to be in Alaska, so seeing the Aurora Borealis, I feel like that is very nice. My stepmom has been so good at helping my dad and giving him a life he deserves, you know, after what he's been through with my mom. So I appreciate her very much. So yeah, I'm the middle child, so my sister and I will be going to breakfast, getting some gourmet coffee, and just kind of hopefully not have an emotional day. I'm wearing waterproof mascara that day because I'm just going to be like a mess, because I've been a mess. But anyways, the brush was the hard part. Oh my god. I remember getting these for her, and she never, I think she did use these, but these were Profusion palettes. Oh my gosh, these are so old. And I got them for 50 cents. I told her, hey mom, do you want these 50-cent ones? I think I got them from like Target. I can't remember where I got them from. But she liked them, so she's like, can I have them? I'm like, sure. So she has like these palettes. I kind of wanted to draw inspiration. So what I'm doing in this video, I'm so sorry, I haven't really explained myself because I've been a mess, but I'm mimicking what's in her box, and I'm going to do makeup inspired by her box, if that makes sense, to honor my mom. My mom was a huge Bareminerals fan. She loved mineral makeup. She wore the shade medium beige. This is since expired, so I can't wear my mom's makeup, of course, because it's over 5 years old. She was a huge Avon fan. I found some of her, this is called Golden Moss, and it's a mineral eyeshadow, which Bareminerals started that, and then of course Avon did that. She was so upset when they discontinued them, but she did buy quite a few from me, and of course this is another mineral. This is the older packaging, so this was the newer packaging that I last sold her, and then this is the older one. So it's like this one is a brown. I don't see the color of this. Oh, I can't see the color. But they were called Smooth Minerals. As I sold Avon for 7 years, and my mom was probably one of my #1 customers. She'd always order Avon all the time. And then of course the Mark from Avon, I think that's long gone now, but she used to love this eyeshadow single. I tried looking for singles at the store. I wanted to get drugstore type makeup because I know my mom loved drugstore makeup, so I'm like, want to keep it affordable too because I have too much makeup. She used a lot of Maybelline. There was this, how many of you guys remember this? These were so good, and I mean, I'm not going to touch these because these are expired. These are the Eye Studio by Maybelline. This is the shade Bronze Blowout. So she liked bronzes, if you can gather. She likes bronzes, greens. That's why I'm wearing my dress today, to kind of mimic that. I don't know where she got this. American Icon. This must have, clean color. This must have been from the dollar store, but that's really pretty. I think I want to mimic this color, which I do have some colors in my collection, in the middle of my eye. It's a very, very sparkly color with, I think I'm going to do green. So we will get into that. I'm just kind of showing you what she has. Of course, mineral blush. This is the Smooth Minerals by Avon, and Perfect Plum. That was her favorite color. Anything plum, mauve, bronzy, moss color, olive. She loved those colors. I unfortunately could not find any pomade crayons, but she used the Maybelline pomade crayon, and of course she would wear to her color. I like to wear black or dark brown. So I am going to make some adjustments in what I have versus to what she had. Let's see, this is an Avon Quad. This was one of her favorite ones. I miss these. These were so good. But these ones she used to love, and obviously she loved this one a lot. And I think I did just a simple eye on her, if I remember. I kind of don't remember what I did, to be honest with you, just because it was very emotional for me to do it. Oh, see, there we go. So I did kind of base off of this, and I will show you what I got and show you what she had and what I based it off of. Of course, she had some brow product here. It was a powder. So I don't use powders typically, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go from there. She has lotion in here. Ooh, this one was something she bought when I worked at Avon. Worked at Ulta when I first started working at Ulta. She bought this one, the Stay Matte, not flat. I used to use this one. I didn't want to buy another foundation, so I was just like, you know, I'll just use a mattifying foundation, but of course mix it with a little bit of hydration because my skin is a little dry. So she had that. She used to always wear the Bareminerals Marvelous Moxie glosses. Those are actually this, she bought, I want to say she bought this when I had worked there. And we were off and we were shopping, and she bought one of these. And I think she checked out with my friend Sammy. Sammy, if you're watching this video, do you remember her checking out with you to buy one of these guys from Bareminerals? I don't know. It was years ago. Risk Taker is the color. So I'll try and find something in my collection like that, because it was hard to find stuff. Let me tell you. My mom liked some mauve color, so this one is actually one of my mother-in-law's favorites that she used to order too, but this one is the Beyond Color Plumping Lip Color with SPF 15 from Avon. These were really good. My mom and my mother-in-law always bought these because they were very nourishing to their lips. Oh yeah, she had a kajal, which I have kajal, so that's going to be beneficial. She has more. Oh, the mineral concealer. Oh my god, she used to always use the mineral concealer from Avon, so she has that. I did find something similar, but not quite, because I don't think Maybelline makes these Dream Wonder powders anymore. I couldn't find it, but this is a shade Caramel. I bought something in Maybelline similar to this. Oh yes, and this one is definitely going to be something I mimicked too. This is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Bellissimo Bronze. I couldn't find the color. Packaging is different. So there you go. That is her blush color. She used to always wear this. You can see she loved her makeup. She was not like huge on makeup, but she was pretty good with just doing her makeup. But I always wanted to make her feel pretty. And I do her makeup for her sometimes. This is the Bareminerals Bare Skin. This is discontinued. Of course, I found something that's comparable to it. Actually, comparable mostly to the True Match that she has in here. Because this True Match was quite expensive for something so small. So she wore True Match concealer along with the Bare Skin. This one's the Medium Golden. And then this one is called Light Medium. So she wore that as well. Mascara, of course I can't use this mascara, it's very dried out. Oh my goodness, it's super dried out. But this is L'Oreal, so I do have some mascara already, so I didn't want to like add to that, because I didn't want to repurchase things that I already had, you know what I mean? But I wanted to purchase things that coincide, if that makes sense. Let's see, oh, she's got a L'Oreal, oh this is dry, Infallible Pencil. I do have something similar to that. She had liquid liners. This was Prestige. This is when the Prestige brand went discontinued at Ulta when I was working there as a part-timer. I was a lead cashier at the time. Actually, I think I went to Prestige at that time, but I was actually promoted to manager the day I found out she was dying, so it was a very bittersweet promotion for me. The Avon Glimmer liquid liner. I won't use those colors because I want to use stuff that kind of makes sense. And then I tried finding a lip color like this, but it was quite hard to find. But this is an Avon. And I see that she didn't use it too much. Like, she used it a little, but this definitely is not much of her color. She'd wear mauves. She would wear, because mauves look really, really good with olive skin. She was very olive. And, of course, she used a lot of bronze lipsticks. I remember bronze lipstick she used. It was so pretty, and I could not find what it looked like. I can't find anything close, so I'm going to see what I can do. All right, so I went through her collection. This is pretty much all of her collection here. And we're going to pull some product that I felt would work in the look I'm going to create today to honor my mom on her anniversary. So we're going to put the makeup box away. And I've pulled the products that I feel are the best. And of course, I'm going to clean my hands because it's very old makeup. I'm not sure. I think it's 6 years old. So, because the last time I used it on her was almost so that we could do this together. My eyes are extremely red around my eye area because I was crying. And I'm trying to be put myself together for this video because it's just a very emotional video that I wanted to do. And it's something that I've been meaning to do. But I'm like, you know what? I need to do it. It's something that I can't avoid. It's something I have to do. Because it's just, it's a release for me, and it's something that I think my mom would enjoy. You know, she would feel good about me trying to move forward in my life because it's been wearing on my mental health for, I want to say, it's been wearing on me for years, you know, since she passed away and since she got sick. It was just a mental meltdown. I feel like I have not been the same person since. A lot of people know me as like a goth girl, but I was really, really happy, you know. I was a very lively person, and I just lost that part of myself. So I'm trying to get that back. So bear with me on my journey. So I have some product here that I found at Walmart, Ulta, and we're trying to mimic some things here. So I don't think I have, do I have a single? It's more of a taupey color, but I don't know. I want a golden color, so I might have to pull from a palette because I don't have many singles. Singles are kind of a thing of the past now, but I'm trying to find, that'll work. So I'm going to actually pull from my Charlotte Tilbury palette. And then, of course, I did purchase this Maybelline single because I didn't have anything in my collection. And it's to mimic my mom's Avon eyeshadow single. Now, I have not used Maybelline singles in a while. And then I found a single, this one, for like my brow bone. And it does okay. It's just not what I remember it. But I used to always get like the CoverGirl eyeshadows. And then, of course, the Maybelline. I don't use these things because it's a thing of the past. But let's compare. Alright, mine's a little lighter. There's mine here. And then there's the Avon. Hers is more of like a deep olive, kind of like moss color. But we're going to go with it. You know, I'll deepen it with some black if I have to. Let's go ahead and start. There's a lot of things I just couldn't find that I wanted to try and mimic. Ooh, I still have my mom's brush out. Ooh. So I'm going to actually make this my style, okay? Because my mom just swiped it and was done. You know what I mean? Unless I do a whole... No, you know what? I'm going to do a whole smoky eye because this color is actually quite pretty. And I feel like I could do a nice little smoky eye with this one. Because I do want this green to be the staple. And I'm not going to deepen it. Because honestly, like, my mom was much darker complected than I am. I mean, so I was darker complected at one point in my life. But your girl does not see sun often. That's a pretty color. That actually does not do so bad. Alright, so we're going to pull from the Charlotte Tilbury. And guys, you know, I know this is an emotional video for me, but I want to have fun with this. I really do. I don't want to be super emotional about it because, I mean, I am going to be super emotional about it because it's very, very, this is a traumatic experience for me in my life, and I experienced it quite, I would say, young. And it's not fun losing a parent when they're that young and when you're young. It's not fun. I'm taking this shade here to blend out my green. But yeah, I wanted to do this video because I found her makeup box and I said, you know what, it'd be a great idea for myself as me trying to not move on, because you never will move fully on, but just to kind of move in a good direction is what I'm saying. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to use this shade here. Now this Charlotte Tilbury palette is very good. I like it a lot because the blends are really nice. Everything blends beautifully. Everything just works for me. And this is like a holiday palette, but it's one of my favorite palettes that I've seen from them. I've seen the new one in store and I'm like, oh, that's pretty, but I'm just kind of like, for $75 it's a little pricey. This one I saved up my pennies for and I'm glad I got it. Alright, perfect. So we've got that blend out, nicely blended. My mom always just slapped it on and went. I'm a blender. Alright, so we're going to do the makeup now. I wanted to do, because the foundation she used was the Stay Matte, Not Flat foundation from, and I already have primer on, from NYX. I don't have any NYX Cosmetics foundations. I have plenty of foundations. So we're going to use our trusty Maybelline, because she loved Maybelline, Superstay Active Wear. This one is a good foundation. It's a very good foundation. But I do mix it a little bit with my Estee Lauder Futurist to add some moisture because my skin has been a smidgen dry. So I want to make sure that I am fully balanced. So we're going to take that and my big beauty blender from Wet n Wild. This is a Halloween one. This covers so much surface area. I love it. So this is a great foundation sponge. So I've got my foundation on. It's not quite what she had, but it works for me. Because, you know, you can't really do exactly what, because that foundation I don't think exists anymore. I think the Can't Stop Won't Stop is something that replaced it. Alright, so I already messed this up. I'm going to be taking this Wet n Wild concealer because I felt like that L'Oreal one was super pricey for something so little. So I just went with this one because I know I could trust it. It covers just like that one, and the best I could find to match me is light medium. And that's pretty much what shade she wore in that one anyway, so works. And I have worn this one before and I really like it. This one's a little dark for me. I like the applicator. I'm going to go a little bit more because my eyes are super red from crying. That's just how it goes, folks. Emotion is rough. And I'm trying. I mean, everyone knows that has lost a loved one, knows how hard it is to move forward, and it is, but you want to move forward because it's not fully, but you know what I mean, like heal as best as you can on your terms at your pace. That's what I always tell my sister, do it on your terms. It's okay to feel the way you feel. It's not a bad thing if you feel like you've fallen backwards. So don't feel like you've fallen backwards, because sometimes I do that. I feel like I've fallen backwards and it's not true. It's not true. I actually feel like we are moving forward in a nice way. Alright, so I am going to use this Essence Brightener. I know my mom never used any fancy things like this because she wasn't all into makeup trends, and you know, it's changed a lot over the years. Alright, so I just wanted to brighten that area because my eyes are just super puffy and just crazy looking. Alright, so I noticed the top of my lid is just a little bit unblended. So what do I do with my brush? I'm going to take a little with no excess product and just make sure it's properly blended. You know what I mean? There we go. Alright, so we'll do exactly what we did on the top to the bottom. I wanted to keep with this color because it matches my dress, and then of course I'm actually going to use this sponge applicator for fun. And I wanted to do a look that's similar to what my mom would wear. I mean, of course she didn't go like fancy to go like crisp up the edges and all that stuff and blend out a crease, but you know, this is as close as I can remember, you know what I mean? I'm inspired by her makeup. Let's see. Oh yes, I need this to blend out. I'm going to blend it out with that shade again that I used in my crease from the Charlotte Tilbury. And my mom always said that I was good at art, and it just translated to makeup. And she would actually, when I started my YouTube channel, she would watch it because she liked it. Alright, so we're going to put an inner corner shade, and that's going to be mimicked by her American Icon little baked shadow here. And let's go ahead and compare. This one's more, hers is more, I pulled a different palette. I'm going to use Sun Sprite here from my Sigma Cora, was it Cora de Rosa? And that's the closest I can find. Mine's a little bit more on the goldeny, bronzy side, but it's closest I could find to that color. So we're going to go ahead and pop this on the inner corner because I feel like that's a nice spot to put something really golden and bright. That works, that works. So we're done with that one. Alright, so we're going to set the face. I'm going to use something similar to what she had. This is the Maybelline, and I've used this in the past, the Fit Me. I could only find Classic Ivory, but I like this powder. So it's going to be similar to, of course, the color's going to be different. I'm much more paler than what she was. But she used to use the Dream Wonder powder in caramel, and I'm going to use the Classic Ivory because I feel like it works. It works. So we're going to go ahead and get a brush here and just kind of set the rest of my face. Now my skin's been super dry lately just because my skin's getting used to not wearing a mask at work. So I've been doing a full face every day. I love that this powder adds a little coverage to me, so I don't have to really be like self-conscious about some dark spots peeking through. And I feel like it stays really well. Perfect. So that's good. So for bronzer, I'm going to do this L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It. I kind of want to try this out anyways. Might be more of a contour, to be honest with you. I'm always on the hunt for something really good as a contour and a blush. So this one seems to do alright. It's more of a contour, which is nice. Ooh, it's very dark. Ooh, I went a little ham. That's okay. We're gonna fix this. So anytime you go ham, just make sure you buff it in to your skin. Oh, it does a pretty good job at buffing in, so that's good. Yeah, that's nice. So it was very hard to find something close to her color, but I found this one at TJ Maxx, and I don't know what color it is because they covered it with the price tag. She used bronze, Bellissimo Bronze in Milani for her blush. Now this one, I don't know what color it is, but it looks like it might be discontinued because I have not seen that. Because I bought another one at Ulta, because, was it Ulta? No, Walmart. Because I've been trying to find something comparable to my MAC one. So I bought the Dulce Pink because I did use that in the past. And yeah, this is pretty close to what she had. And well, hers is more marbleized if you think about it than mine, but for my skin tone, because I can't wear too much of a bronze blush, I need to use something that's got some pink tones in it, just because it just doesn't fare well. But we're going to try that. I heard these are good. I mean, I haven't used these since it was in that old packaging. I got her onto that, to be honest with you. And I hadn't used them in a long time. So I was like, you know what? I kind of miss that mineralized stuff from Milani. You know, drugstore brands have like really shown some progress with things. Really big progress since, I mean, since I started in the makeup industry. It's just been crazy. Like, I feel like it's super like, it is saturated. I liked Milani too, so we're gonna do Milani. This is the highlighter. This is supercharged cream and powder. So one's a cream, one's a powder. I feel like, which one's, oh, that's the cream. So there's the cream, there's the powder. I feel like that's really nice. I might just mix those. So we're going to get a little brush here and go on the tops of the cheekbones. I did order, and I didn't think I would, from Ulta. I did order a Jaclyn Hill highlighter because I'm looking for some really good highlighters, folks. And I was curious about hers, so I went ahead and ordered one of those because I had some points. And when I ordered it, it was like 5 times points or something like that. So I'm going to go pick that up on my lunch or before work, whichever comes, whenever it's ready. I have to check my email, but oh, that's a pretty highlighter, and it's Milani, so that's great. All right, moving on. She had a Kajal pencil, which I do too. This is the Urban Decay one from Prince. She did like Prince, so see, everything works out, you know? And then I'm going to put a little bit on my lid. I haven't been putting liquid liner much because I've been liking the way just rounding out my eyes look. Just putting like liner there. I'm sorry, I'm blocking. I have to really concentrate to do this. But just really focusing on just the liner, and I feel like it works. I do need to kind of blend this out a little, so I'm going to get a smudger because it looks a little bit choppy. And that's the beauty about this, is you get to blend it and smudge it out, and it works. Alright, so brows. I could not find any brow crayons. Did I miss it? I looked at Ulta, I looked at TJ Maxx, I looked at Walmart. I didn't want to go all around, but I'm just going to use my Estee Lauder one because that one's more natural. I found a pencil, I think it was at Ulta, that was like a microfiber crayon thingy, but my brows are not thick. I mean, my mom didn't have thick brows either, especially since, you know, she used to pluck all the time back then, so. And let me tell you a little fun fact about my mom. So I think it was, I want to say it was high school. She danced to this Carlos Santana song. She was a dancer, like I guess back then. The story kind of is fuzzy to me, but yeah, she performed as the Black Magic Woman. So she was glow in the dark, and granted, this was in the 70s when she was in high school. So she was the Black Magic Woman. So my little sister calls her Black Magic Woman. And every time I hear that song, I always think of my mom. My mom loved Carlos Santana. her favorite music was like, it ranged from Mana to like some Disturbed songs. Oh my gosh, my brows are crooked. To some rap songs. Oh my gosh, my mom was like always dancing and just, she loved music. Oh my gosh, my brows are a little funky today, but that's okay. I don't really care at this point. I kind of like it. That tail's just a little too pointy, but that's okay. We're gonna move forward. But yeah, my mom loved music. She was very into it. Alright, so mascara. I'm just gonna put on my, I think I'm gonna just do my MAC Stack, and I'm gonna do my micro brush. She did use like a L'Oreal one. I don't use any drugstore except for maybe Maybelline. That's the only thing I would use. But I have not used a L'Oreal mascara in ages, and I was like tempted to buy one, but I'm like, I have so many new mascaras that I need to get through before I start going and buying some. If you're wondering why I still have a turban on my head, my mom used to always like wear a hair towel. And plus I end up doing that unconsciously, if that makes sense. I kind of just wear it. If I wash my hair, go take my son to school. Alrighty. I think we're on to lips. Yeah. I was kind of like on the fence of what lip to wear. These bronze colors will go very, very well. It's like a mauve and a bronze over top. I can do that. Or I can use this. This is actually her zodiac sign. This is, let me see what color it is. Oh, it might be a little too pink. But I'm going to keep it nonetheless. It's like a reddish pink. Yeah, it's not going to go with this look, but I got it. It's a crayon from Maybelline, and I got it because it was my mom's zodiac sign. So we're not going to use that today. I'm going to put it next to my Libra one. I liked those. I'm like, where did those come from? Like, I saw an Aries one too. I was like, oh, should I get that? But I had to stop myself. Okay, we're going to look at glosses here because I'm not much of a gloss wearer, to be honest with you, but I need a lipstick that matches this lipstick, and I didn't really, I want to say, like, because there's mauve ones that I have. I love mauve lipsticks. Like, I really do. Mocha? No, that's too nude. I want to wear mauve. I think Verve might be it. No, hers is more pink. It's just so hard to find colors these days. So I went ahead and I picked my Estee Lauder one. This is Raw Edge, and this is as close, I mean, you could barely see the color, but this is as close as I could find to her Avon one. So we're going to do that. And she was like me. She never used lip liners. And now when I get bleeding around there, because she used to have that problem, I see why I need to. But I'm not going to do one today. I mean, my mom was never, like, super into makeup, but she did like it. I think that's a good color. Alright, we're going to put a bronze gloss over top, just like the Marvelous Moxie she had. If I have one, I think the closest I can find, Jesus, I don't really have many bronze glosses, to be honest with you. So I think the closest I could find that's kind of like, because I know this Marvelous Moxie was kind of, oh my gosh, it still smells like, it's a little bit rancid. It's old. But this color, and all I could find is that. What can I find, guys? Oh, no. I don't have many glosses these days, so you know what? We're going to go ahead and top it with the NYX the Filler Instinct, because it's not bronze, but it is more or less a shimmer, and I do like it, and she liked NYX, so as much as I want to do a bronze, I can't. I don't have anything. And I tried to find a bronze lip gloss. I just couldn't find one that was good. Oops. I didn't know I had lipstick on my finger. So I am actually wearing one of her necklaces and then some earrings that I had gotten from my dad and my mom when they went to Hawaii before she had gotten sick. They used to like start traveling. They went to Israel. They went to, they were supposed to go to Spain, but that's when she had gotten sick. But my dad ended up going to Spain by himself to fulfill her mission because they were very Catholic, so they were very involved in the church. So I like the fact that it made them travel a little more. So yeah, I wanted to do this video to honor my mom and make her proud because I've come a long way for being the circumstances. It's been super, super hard without her, let me tell you. And opening up this box was not fun. Let me tell you, it was quite, kind of like excruciating to look at. I'm going to put all her makeup back because it needs to be, and I'm going to hold this. I really am, because I want my daughter to eventually like just to have it, not to, because my daughter's not into makeup at all, so I don't expect her to use it. I just expect her to, not expect her, but like I would like for her to have this, because this is something that's just a link between me and my mom, and I want her to experience that as well. I liked kind of putting this look together because I felt like it was very liberating for me. A very emotional video, that's for sure. I did have to stop and cry a little. And I'm trying not to. This is the point in my life where I really, really need to make changes in my life and just move forward with my life and make my mom proud as I can. It's a very, very hard process to do. I have went from one extreme to another. I have kind of ventured, I mean, and I'm not going to say that I'm not goth. I sure love the aesthetic of goth, and I love gothicism because I studied it in college. But I have become a little bit darker in personality since I've been going through so many different stages. And it's unfortunate that I haven't really accepted who I am. I have accepted some parts of me that I'm very proud to say that, yeah, I love gothic things. My house is Halloween City. I love that stuff, and I will always love that stuff, and I've embraced it more. For me, just being a mother myself, I don't want to ever have my kids go through what I've gone through. It's a very painful thing. At least, you know, everyone goes through pain, but for me, it's a very painful thing, and I don't want them to experience that, so I'm trying to lavish in just their, you know, them growing up, because my daughter's starting high school, and it's a scary, scary thought for me, because I'm like, oh my God, my daughter's getting older, and it's just mind-boggling to me that my daughter's getting older, and I don't want to miss out. I want her to have fond memories. So I do need, this is a start of a new chapter for me, a new vision on how my grief will go forward. So this is why I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to get to that part in my life where I'm just like, I need to start feeling better and feeling happier and being more connected to my family, because family's here one day and then gone the next, and it's not an easy process to deal with. But if you do have parents and you are close to them or semi-close to them or not close to them, no matter what the situation, I understand, but if you do have parents that you talk to every now and then, talk to them more, because and I've told this to my husband the same way I told him, please, you know, be close with your mom, be close with your dad. You have one mom, one dad, and don't take it for granted. And that's another thing that I'm noticing right now, is that I'm just like, I talk to my dad almost every day. You know, I call him on my way to work, because that's my little before work routine, it seems. I love talking to my dad and just letting him know what's going on in my life, what's, you know, what's going on in his life. He's going to Alaska soon, so I'm very excited that he gets to experience life and be happier and just be not alone. I didn't want him to be alone, so I'm so glad that Isabel came in his life. I'm forever grateful for her because she has helped my dad live his life, and that's what I always wanted. My dad served his soul and his heart. He did everything for my mom. He loved her. He fulfilled his vows. He loved her to the very, very last breath. So I'm very, very fortunate that my dad is able to still love after my mom. So again, it's a very, very hard situation for me as far as like understanding the news, putting back the olds, just kind of like really readjusting my life. And this is just me personally. I am just a very family-oriented person, but I have, since my mom passed away, pushed family because I just don't want to have to deal with that death again. So it was my coping mechanism. I did go, I'm not a Catholic, I'm not religious, I believe in God, I believe in heaven, so there's that. I'm not a Satanist or anything. I just believe in God and heaven, and I know if you're a good person and you love with all your heart, you're emulating what He wants from us as human beings. So I know there's a heaven. That's just my personal belief. I've seen it in a dream with my mom. My mom told me about it in my dreams, so I know that for me it's real. Do I believe in organized religions? Not really, because it goes against everything I feel like is precious to me. My sister, if you don't know, my younger sister is gay. She's always has been, and she has a wonderful girlfriend, which we have welcomed her into our family with open arms, and I know my mom would absolutely adore her. My older sister's divorced, and there's nothing wrong with divorce. It doesn't work out, please. Don't stay in a marriage. I'm the only one that's married, but I have a husband that's very, very devoted to me and my kids, and I love my husband so much because he has helped me. Like, let me tell you, I've gone through some dark depression, some very scary things, and I don't want to like really elaborate on what my mind has been thinking, but you would know if you have depression. My depression's worsened, but my husband has tried so hard to get me out of it, and this is something now I have to take into my own hands and do for my family and do for myself. So I am hoping this video would help me really elevate my self-care and my love for myself and get myself healed. I am going to go back to therapy. I did do grief counseling for a while, which really helped. It really did. It was through a church. Of course, it was convenient for me at the time, and I didn't get pushed like the religion on me, so that was good. I don't like when people push it too much on me. It's like, I'm going to believe what I'm going to believe. Whether I'm at your church doesn't mean that I am going to believe what you believe. You know what I mean? So it was useful for me to get that grief counseling, and it helped. But I do feel like I need a little bit more work. And of course, you're always going to. It's only been 5 years for me, so it's going to get better, I hope, from here, but it's not going to be completely gone. But yeah, I think that's the end of my video. This is going to be a long video. I'm so sorry about that, but I just wanted to share with you a really deep personal thing from me and really open up on my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys can stick around. Please note that I am going to keep going forward with all of my special effects stuff, and of course just doing more and more videos on maybe like routines and skincare. I don't know yet. I will dive into my art a little bit more, but yeah, I'm so happy to post this video. Please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and please let me know how you thought this video was. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.